Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Ready. 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. Quit talking about it. Look. 3, 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. 25 yards that time.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish him off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Off. Mike back forward.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Chark, 34 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Rock it. 6, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Antonio Callaway, 48 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Jackson. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
These two teams all tied after one.
Got it. 16. We own it. We own it. Slam, slam, slam. Go. Hey, exit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Team 6.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Topper!
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Shelton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
At the 10-yard line. 50, plant. Pilot, 64, weak. Hard. Check 24,
They'll run here with Edwards. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Delta. 55. Yep. Tackle. Hey, check right. Watching it by.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Way back at the 19 now. What do they have here on 3rd and goal? back to throw. Well, the pressure gets to him again. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jachai Polite. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 40's the mark. 40's the mark.
Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Set, ready? 10-2 saw. Hey, lock it. Check. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
55. Hey, let's get some penetration here. 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
2nd and 9 now. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, echo. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. DJ Chark, 79 yards. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us, and sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Bravo! 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Rock it. Right. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey! Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Check my corner. Hey, tight. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
Throwing is Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. X3, 218, chop. Go. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Wide, get wide. Short.
Now Jackson going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let's go now. 52. Not a wolf. 52. Go. Mike 52. Mike 52. They can't hang with us. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Watch the car.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cortland Sutton, 70 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Recon, 152 fighter. 25, check 25, check 25. Under 10. Yo, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
I'm going back to you.
They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
They're not ready for this. They still
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
switch.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That one complete. He finds Shark. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
54. I smell fear now.
They'll go again to Jones. They find some open field here. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
I got one. SOS.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Alpha.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Yep. Hey, Haywood. Hey, Sam off. They go.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds McLaurin. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Terry McLaurin, 78 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
That's a 32-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Watch out, watch out.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 48 yards away. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, high 7. 16, Mike 16. There's a party now. Number 16's coming. Check Mike, check Mike. Yeah. Mike 16. Hey, Charlie. Let's go, D. Get it.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
Set. 10 logo. Hey, wahoo. Hey. Me and you. I just me and you. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check. Clear.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.